To me, it just seemed normal because that's all I'd really known is just me and my dad and step family. And I hadn't really had a whole lot of insight as to what other families looked like. I was just doing what I wanted to do, and I was following the people that I was hanging out with and just trying to fit in. And sometimes it just didn't feel like enough, like I wanted more. There's some emptiness to that because it doesn't ever feel like it's enough. It's like a Band-Aid fix. You put it on for a little bit and you're okay, but as soon as it wears off, you're right back to where you were before. My dad had divorced again, so it was just me and him again, and that led me down to some rough paths. We started experimenting with partying, drinking, drugs. I remember hit some bars with me and my roommates, and when I was there, I was on mushrooms, and like I just looked around and I just like saw a bunch of people searching for something that they weren't gonna find, and I just like broke down in the middle of this bar. I'm like crying, like worried about the other people and like what they're searching for. And then I realized like, oh, that's me. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta change something. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be stuck here. I had community elsewhere, but I didn't have community within a church where people were striving for more of God. And it was pretty evident that I needed something like that. Being at Radiant for the first couple months, I was figuring out how am I supposed to go about this following Jesus thing with all the garbage I was still involved in. They started promoting men's night. Like, I probably should go and meet more men that are chasing after Jesus, because I'm not gonna get there on my own. I mean, I'm gonna need help. So I sat by myself in the very back when we went in the sanctuary, and Dougie Fresh, he grabbed me right away and he's like, come on, don't stay by yourself. Come with me, like, we'll go sit up here. And there was like an altar response where they asked us, you know, if you wanna be freed from what's holding you back, and you just want to pursue Jesus, like, come to the front. And I didn't waste any time. I had never really put my hands out in a receiving posture, but I did, and all these hands were laid on me and people were praying, and I'm like, the whole works crying, snot running down my face. I'd never felt the presence of God like that before, and I did not want to leave. Yeah, I'll never forget that day. The community I have now is the absolute best, and they hold me accountable and they keep pushing to be a better person and to follow Jesus more. I never used to wake up and be like, oh, I'm thankful that there's breath in my lungs, but I do that now. And I'm still a work in progress, but when I started growing in my relationship with Jesus, it was like that missing puzzle piece that fell under the couch and you just finally found it and you're like, oh my gosh, it's done, it's finished, and it's brought me a lot of joy.